West Perry Wrestling Mustangs. West Perry kicking off their 2022-23 season a week ago at the Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic. And now here we are for the first dual meet of the year for both teams as the Mustangs look to build up a great season they had a year ago against the James Buchanan Rockets in a Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. Hello everyone watching on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, here for what should be an exciting matchup here for the Mustangs against the James Buchanan Rockets. First dual meet of the year for both teams. First home match of the year for West Perry. One of 4 home matches this year for a lot of people, including myself. That sounds very disappointing, but gotta do what we gotta do in terms of competition points, and unfortunately the result of that is only 4 home matches. 2 of them are in a week span, and so tonight we have James Buchanan, and then next Thursday night we'll probably ultimately decide the winner of the Mid-Penn Colonial Division, as West Perry will be hosting the Boiling Springs Bubblers next week. We have the lineups here for both teams. We don't have an actual starting lineup here for the Rockets, but we do have some names that we are probably going to see. A big team for James Buchanan this year. A year ago, they only had 6 or 7 wrestlers. This year, they have 13. We're going to start the night off with 4 exhibition bouts. But here is the roster for James Buchanan Rockets. 107 pounds is Jeremiah Barnhart. Couple 127 pounders, Finn Lawson or Bao Spoonhauer, will take place to start the night off. 133 pounds is Alex Brake. Alex Brake had a big tournament last weekend at the Big Cat Brawl tournament hosted by East Pennsboro. Alex Brake finished second last week in the 133-pound tournament. At 145 pounds, it's got Donnie Barnhart and Leland Hissong. 152-pounders, Drake Spoonhauer and Ethan Gracie. 160 pounds is Nathan Brake. 172 pounds, we've got 3 172-pounders, Austin Miller, Jacob Frey, and Dylan Strelitz. At 215 pounds, we got Clayton Gearhart, and a couple 285-pounders, Jimmy McDowell and Ryland Spencer. And now here's a projected lineup for the West Prairie Mustangs. We are starting the night off at 127 pounds after the 4 exhibitions we have. 127 pounds will feature Cooper Nace. 133 pounds will feature Blaine Poholsky, a returning state qualifier from a year ago. 139 pounds, Ty Morrison. Now, 145 pounds is Tucker Seidel. 152 pounds, most likely we're going to see Nolan Sigler, returning state qualifier from 2 years ago, or Nate Orman. 160 pounds, we'll see Carter Dace. At 172 pounds, we'll see Marty Morrison. 189 pounds, we'll see Quade Bowden. At 215 pounds, we've got some big shoes to fill for Matthew Rhodes. Matthew Rhodes, a new 215-pounder after Brad Morrison graduated a year ago. At 285 pounds, we got Anthony D'Angelo, who is a senior this year. And then we'll restart at 107 pounds with Ethan Ray. At 114 pounds, Ashton Lay. And 121 pounds to finish the night off is a returning state qualifier in Jackson Rush. Jackson Rush had a big tournament last weekend at the Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic. Jackson Rush had 3 wins and 1 loss. He lost it by a major decision against Faith Christian Academy's Gage Baturo. Jackson Rush finishing in 2nd place last week. The best finish out of all the West Prairie Mustangs. Nolan Sigler went 4-1 last week to finish in 3rd place. Ty Morrison and Tucker Seidel both finished in 4th place. Ty Morrison had 5 wins on the day, the most by any Mustang last week. He had 3 of those wins by fall. Craig Bolden and Anthony D'Angelo each went 2-2 last week. Carter Nace is 1-2. And we have 3 wrestlers looking for their first win here tonight. Ashton Lay, Vincent Metley, and Matthew Rhodes. They each went 0-2 last week at the Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic. James Buchanan last week was in the Big Cat Brawl tournament hosted by East Pennsboro. Alex Brake had the best out. He only had 2 matches, but he finished in second place, losing 13-8 in the final to York Suburban's Garrett Gensel. Finn Larson had the biggest outcome tonight. Last week in the Big Cat Brawl, he went 3-1, and Nathan Brake went 2-1. Each Finn Larson and Nathan Brake finished in third place last week in the Big Cat Brawl. Austin Miller went 2-2, and all of James Buchanan wrestlers went 0-2. Jeremy Miner went 0-3, had 3 defeats by fall last week, but Jacob Frey, Clayton Gearhart, Ethan Gracie, Leland Hissong, Jimmy McDowell, Ryland Spencer, Drake Spoonhour, and Dylan Strelitz each went 0-2 last week. In the Big Cat Brawl, West Prairie Mustangs. This is the first of only 4 home matches this year. Next Thursday, they'll return home in arguably the biggest matchup at home this season out of all 4 matches. Next Thursday, the Mustangs will have Youth Wrestling Night as the Mustangs will host the Boiling Springs Bubblers in a key Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. Then we won't see them again at home until Thursday, January 12th in 2023 when they host Greencastle Antrim. And then Thursday, exactly 1 week later from that Greencastle Antrim match, it will be senior night on January 19th as Mustangs will take on Biglerville in a non-conference matchup. Biglerville going to the District 3 Team Championships a year ago. Had a pretty good run in those championships. They won their first match and then losing to Bowling Springs in the next round. And before we get into our exhibition matches, we got our West Prairie Athletic Park trivia question of the match. Before last year, when was the last time James Buchanan lost their first match of the year? It was the first match of the year, and we'll be right back to announce the lineups. And we are back here, about to get starting here for our starting lineups here, being announced by our public address announcer Brent Anderson. History in the making here tonight as West Prairie's new head coach is the start of the Zach Kell era. Zach Kell taking over as head coach after West Prairie head coach Craig May announced his retirement from a year ago. So now Zach Kell, a longtime assistant coach, is now the new head coach for the West Prairie Mustangs, and he is looking for career win number 1 as the head coach. We are going to send in now to our public address announcer Brent Anderson to announce our starting lineups. All right, actually, we got to get started here with our 4 exhibition matches. So 285 pounds for our first exhibition match. As West Prairie's And here we go. First exhibition of the night. Drew Reed is in the all white singlet, and Jimmy McDowell is in the Okay, now we got the sound back on, and we're back here, and this is our third exhibition match of the night. Currently no score, but Matt Taylor here for the Mustangs is down on the mat, and getting the takedown now is Donnie Barnhart. Barnhart now with Taylor on his back. Whereas we're not even using our clock here on the bottom of the screen, but that's why we got the scoreboard up there on the top top left corner of your screen. And there is Donnie Barnhart with a win by fall. And he is all fired up here on the James Buchanan bench. Cannon's in the middle of the map, but Donnie Barnhart with a big victory. 57 seconds to win by fall. And now our last exhibition of the night. And it's at 152 pounds. So 152 pounds here as Marshall Schreiber is wrestling for Wes Perry, and Drake Spoonhauer is wrestling for the Rockets.
Drake Spoonhauer for the Rockets versus Marshall Schreiber for the Mustangs.
Marshall Schreiber in the all-white singlet. Almost looks like a Penn State Nittany Lions singlet, doesn't it? With the green waistband around it. It almost looks blue, but no, it's green and almost like a Penn State Nittany Lion kind of singlet. 152 pounds, our last exhibition of the night before we officially get things started here at Westbury High School. Last exhibition of the night. Again, for those who are just tuning in, these are just exhibition matches. This is our last one. And right here is Marshall Schreiber getting a takedown and now gets Spoonhauer on his back. And Spoonhauer trying to break out of it. And I don't think he's going to be able to get to 1 minute left on the clock in the first period. So Schreiber, with plenty of time, gets the arm down. And there's the win by fall in 1 minute and 10 seconds. That will wrap up our exhibition matches, as now we're going to have the starting lineups announced by our public address announcer, Brent Anderson, to officially kick off this match here, the season opener for both teams. So 4 exhibitions out of the books. James Buchanan gets 2 wins by fall, and West Perry gets 2 wins by fall, so evenly matched up in the exhibitions. But now is go time here for the season opener for both teams. First dual meet, each team having a successful tournament a week ago. West Perry was out the Cumberland Valley Classic. And here we go. We're starting line.
Here are tonight's matchups. At 107 pounds, for James Buchanan, Jeremiah Barnhart. For the Mustangs, Ethan Ray. At 114 pounds, James Buchanan will forfeit to West Perry's Ashton Lay. At 121 pounds, James Buchanan will forfeit to West Perry's Jackson Rush. At 127 pounds, for James Buchanan, Finn Lorson. For the Mustangs, Cooper Nace. At 133 pounds, for James Buchanan, Alex Drake. For the Mustangs, Blaine Kahalski. At 139 pounds, James Buchanan will forfeit to West Perry's Ty Morrison. At 145 pounds, for the Rockets, Leland Hassan. For the Mustangs, Tucker Seidel. At 152 pounds, for James Buchanan, Ethan Gracie. For the Mustangs, Nolan Ziegler. At 160 pounds, for James Buchanan, it will be Nathan Drake. For the Mustangs, it will be Carter Nace. At 172 pounds, for James Buchanan, it will be either Austin Miller, Jacob Fry, or Dylan Strelitz. For the Mustangs, Marty Morrison. At 180
We are back here now for the home opener, season opener for both of these teams here, West Prairie versus James Buchanan. Nice big crowd here tonight for the home opener for the West Prairie Mustangs. You heard the bout matchups. It looks like James Buchanan is gonna get give up 4 forfeits, I should say, to the West Prairie Mustangs. And we are going to get things started here at 127 pounds, but we're going to see Cooper Nace take on Finn Lorson. So again, for people who are just tuning in, the scoreboard that you see on the bottom of your screen is a little bit different. I'll explain that because the numbers, the 2 zeros that you see on the screen, will represent the team scores. As far as bout scores goes, I'm just going to update them as we go along. 2 minutes each period. And getting us started here is Cooper Nace for the Mustangs, taking on Finn Lorson. And we are underway here. 127 pounds. And right away is Cooper Nace. Cooper Nace, a young stud, sophomore. Fantastic freshman year a year ago, and he is looking to get back into the regionals and perhaps go even further into the state playoffs. But you got the way to get to this Giant Center in Hershey. You got to start with match number 1, and that is what Cooper Nace is doing right now. Cooper Nace, this is his first match of the season. He did not participate in the Cumberland Valley Classic a week ago, so Cooper Nace getting his first start of his first match of the year. Already 5-0 here, a takedown and 3-point near fall here for Cooper Nace. Cooper Nace, the brother of Carter Nace. We'll see Carter Nace later at 160 pounds. Already a minute into this first period. Cooper Nace now with the half Nelson, and he's got to get the arm bar now as Cooper Nace is getting Lorson on his back, and he gets the fall. 1 minute and 20 seconds win by fall, and that is how the Mustangs are going to get things started here with 6 points. Cooper Nace, winner by fall in 1 minute and 20 seconds. And up next here at 133 pounds. We got Blaine Paholski here for the Mustangs. Blaine Paholski, a returning state qualifier from a year ago, and had an amazing year last year. He surprised a lot of people when it came to the individual playoff time, and he did so going all the way to the state championship tournament a year ago at the Giant Center in Hershey. And so here is Blaine Paholski taking on Alex Brake. Alex Brake had a good tournament last week at the Big Cap Brawl tournament hosted by East Pennsboro. Alex Brake finished second place, the best finish out of all the James Buchanan wrestlers last week. He lost in the final 13-8 to York Suburban Scarrett Gensel. And already Blaine Paholski with a 2-0 lead. Last year he was very surprised when he didn't do a whole lot in the regular season, but when it came to the individual playoff time, he meant business and he delivered. Despite going 0-2 in the state championships a year ago, he still surprised a lot of people. And Blaine Paholski, only a junior this year, is on a tear as of late. Blaine Paholski, this is actually his first match of the year. Blaine Paholski did not wrestle in the Cumberland Valley Classic last week. But here is Paholski, his first match. New hairstyle this year, and he definitely looks a lot stronger than he did a year ago. Time has stopped with 32 seconds before us go out bound. Blaine Paholski, he's not a big pinfall guy. He's not a big high scoring guy, but he can be very effective when he's on top of his opponent, and that's what Blaine Paholski is demonstrating right now. He's got the arm held back a little bit. And nice job here for Alex Brake. I mean, Alex Brake he's no pushover, ladies and gentlemen. He only had 2 matches last week at the Big Cap Brawl, but he finished in 2nd place. He had a win by fall to start the tournament to advance to the championship match last week at the Big Cap Brawl. For Finn Larson, by the way, in the first match, well, we're going to have to hold up on that because that's the end of the first period. 2-0 here for Blaine Paholski. Finn Larson, that was just his 2nd loss of the year. He went 3-1 last week at East Pennsboro. Blaine Paholski was on bottom referee's position to start the 2nd period. And great job by Alex Brake to keep Paholski down, gets the legs knotted up in the back there. And Paholski reaching back, going for a head. He's got to get a 2-point reversal here. And Paholski up 4-0 now. They're a 133-pound matchup, just the 2nd match of the night. But the big storyline, what could be for tonight, is if West Prairie gets this win tonight, it'll be the first win for the new head coach, Zach Kell. Zach Kell filling in as the head coach after Craig May a year ago announced his retirement from coaching. So Zach Kell, a long-time assistant coach within the West Prairie Wrestling program. And here's Paholski now, driving the half Nelson. He's got to get Brake on his back here. This is going to be a big fall here, a big way for West Prairie to start the night with back-to-back wins by fall, but he's got 40 seconds to deal with here. And there's the win by fall. 38 seconds left, and that is a win by fall. 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Blaine Paholski keeps it going. Back-to-back falls for the Mustangs. So now we go to 139 pounds, and we thought that Tom Morrison was going to get a forfeit, and he actually is. So now we go to 145 pounds. We are going to get a matchup here. That forfeit is the first of 4 forfeits that we're going to see that West Prairie gets here tonight. So 18-0 now.
At 145 pounds, Leland Hisson for James Buchanan versus Tucker Seidel for West Prairie.
So this is Leland Hisson for James Buchanan against Tucker Seidel. Tucker Seidel, he finished 4th place last week in the Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic. And forgot to reset our clock here, my mistake. Just getting started here. West Prairie up 18-0. Again, we have our West Prairie Athletic Park trivia question of the game, of the match, I should say. Before last year, when was the last time Chase Buchanan lost the opening match of the year? Last year, Chase Buchanan lost in a big way against Shippensburg. And there's 2 points here for Tucker Seidel. Gets back up, is Hisson, makes it 5-1 here. And there's 2 more points, and now Seidel is just going to look for a fall here, a very quick fall here to get things started here. We got plenty of time, and there's the win by fall. 54 seconds left, 1 minute and 6 seconds. Great sportsmanship between the 2 sides. Tucker Seidel with the big win as we now move forward from 145 to 152 pounds. And this is going to be Nolan Sigler here for Mustang. It's going to be difficult to determine a West Prairie wrestler of the match. All wins by fall. so far in this one. And now we got Nolan Sigler here.
At 152 pounds, Ethan Gracie for James Buchanan versus Nate Orman for Westbury.
Or no, Nate Orman actually is going to get the match here for Westbury. Nate Orman, a freshman this year. Newcomer for the Mustangs. Nate Orman. Guess Nolan Sigler's getting 9-0 for. Who knows? We might see him coming up at 160 pounds. But he did that a few times last year. So Nolan Sigler. It was a real shocking season for Nolan Sigler last year, not making it to the state championship tournament a year ago after he got a state medal the year prior to that. So who knows? We might see Nolan Sigler here, but now it's time to shine for Nate Orman going up against Ethan Gracie. Orman, this is his first career match in the varsity level. And Ethan Gracie went 0-2 last week in the Big Cap Brawl at East Pennsboro. This is Orman now. Orman getting the double leg, and he's got to get this takedown. No official yet, no signal yet, and there's the 2 points. There's the 2 points for Nate Orman. Keeping Gracie down. Nice job with the hand fighting there. And it's a big moment here for Orman. His first career match under the lights here. Orman did not participate last week he did not wrestle in the Cumberland Valley Classic, so this is his first career match. And well, better place to do it than right here at home. On your home mat here. Looking to go 1-0 in his young career. Got 10 seconds to work with now. And Orman trying to push that half Nelson. Well, I don't think he's not going to get enough time. He might get a point or two. The 2 count, and is there any back points to this? And there is. 2 back points there for Nate Orman. Orman up 4 sip after the first 2 minutes. And they are starting neutral to start the second period. Tie up. Again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the Westbury Athletic Party YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes at Westbury Athletics, here for the season opener for both teams. Both teams had a tournament last week. James Buchanan was at the Big Cap Brawl at East Pennsboro High School. Westbury in the tough Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic last week, hosted by Cumberland Valley. And there's a 2-point takedown for Orman. Orman really surprising a lot of people here. Nobody knows who this kid is, but yet Westbury Mustangs are all behind him here as Orman is putting on a clinic right now, up 6-0. And there's a stall warning called against Gracie. Ethan Gracie over 2 this season. He went 0-2 last week at East Pennsboro tournament. And nice job getting Nelson. Dunk getting quite all the way over, but Gracie trying to get his elbows up or shoulders up, and he does, but he's got to get 2 more back points. Orman now up 8 sip here. This will qualify as a major decision, but still, we're only in the second period. And if you're Orman, you might want to catch up with everyone else, because so far, everyone else has got a win by fall, including Cooper Nace, Blaine Boholsky, Tucker side out. So 3 wins by fall, 1 forfeit. Tom Morrison got the forfeit at 139 pounds. It's got Gracie on his back, at least for a moment. Got plenty of time to go for his ball. The official is not giving back points, and now he thought he was. Now he is. So there's better, and there's the win by fall. Let's Prairie Mustangs all fired up. 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Nathan Norman, his first career win. And it's a big one. So now they go to 160 pounds. And this is Nolan Slicker now. This is an interesting move right here because Nathan Gray, the younger brother, or excuse me, the brother of Alex Gray, is going up against a man who is looking for a big turnaround season. The senior Nolan Sigler. Sigler 2 years ago shocked the world as he became third best program history to win the state medal. There's 8th place in the COVID-shortened state tournament. It was very interesting 2 years ago because 2 years ago, 2020, because of COVID-19, there were sectionals, and then there was regionals, or districts, and then regionals. But then if you finish in the top 8 of them, or top 4 of those regionals, you then went to a super regional against 7 other wrestlers. No one said one was 152 pounds. Now I'm saying 160 pounds. And here's Nolan Sigler. So Nolan Sigler, he did go to the super regionals. Top 4 of those regionals, East versus West, heading to the state championship on the top 8 in 2020. Made it to Giant Center for the state championship. And Nolan Sigler, even though he went 0-2 in the state championship at the Giant Center, he still managed to get out with a state medal finish in 8th place. But then, when many people thought that he would do it again and not do better, Nolan Sigler a year ago failed to qualify for state championships. Really shocked them off, even including Nolan Sigler himself. Now we're going to have to tally these 160-pound matchup. So Nolan Sigler not qualified for the state championship. He's now a senior. He is looking for huge things this season. So Nolan Sigler here with a timeout. For some reason, our sound is just not working today. I don't know why. Yeah, we see some of the comments here, but I do apologize. That for some reason, our volume has been on and off today. Yeah, I see some of the comments on our live stream. So right now we have Nolan Sigler here for it. Like, I don't know how long the volume thing has been going on, but recap so far: Cooper Nace got a win by fall over Finn Lawson. Blaine Paholski got a win by fall against Alex Brake. Ty Morrison got a forfeit at 139 pounds. Tucker Seidel got a win by fall against Leland Hisson. And Nate Orman just shocked the world with right here at Mustang Stadium with his first career match, and Nate Orman getting the win by fall in the third period, 4 minutes and 55 seconds against Ethan Gracie. Now 160 pounds. Yeah, I have no idea what's going to, like, I'm seeing some of the new comments that we're seeing on our live chat here. But again, we appreciate everyone for tuning in, and you're more than welcome to comment anything, but we just ask that you please keep it respectful. And right now I'm seeing a couple comments. Trisha Russell saying Alex, the volume is gone, but I see, like, I can see like what the volume is like, and like we're not gonna be perfect, and this is the first home match of the year, unfortunately, one of 4 home matches. And Dolores Kittner is saying, Alex, we can't hear you. But I think we got the volume working back on now. I just got to keep a close eye on that volume here. So, yep, just bear with us. You got to love technology, right? So we're back here at 160 pounds. For West Prairie, we got Nolan Sigler. And for James Buchanan, we got Nathan Brake. I've got a couple of changes to our starting lineups here, but so far we're pretty solid. So, yep. After this match, we'll have the answer to our West Prairie Athletic Park trivia question of the match. Again, your question is, before last year, when was the last time James Buchanan lost their first match of the year? This is the season opener for both teams. First duel in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. Next week is the big one, ladies and gentlemen. Next Thursday. See a couple comments. We're going to highlight some of these comments here in just a few minutes. And needing time out to clean up our bloody situation here. Nathan Brake needed a timeout for blood. Here we go, 21 and a half seconds left to go. And the first period, Nolan Sigler up 2-0 here. 160-pound matchup. We started this matchup at 127 pounds. And after this match, we'll have the answer to our West Prairie Athletic Park trivia question of the match. 7 seconds left to go here, and not great stuff that many people were probably looking for, but Nolan Sigler getting a 2-0 lead after the first period. Yep, we're still rolling. Our volume is looking good, and so 2 minutes left to go, or 2 minutes for the second period. Nolan Sigler on top of Nathan Brake. So far, 4 wins by fall and 1 forfeit for the West Prairie Mustangs. Started this matchup at 127 pounds, and Nolan Sigler looking to get back to where he was 2 years ago as a sophomore. Nolan Sigler finishing in 8th place in the state championship 2 years ago. And last year, he failed to qualify for the state championships. And I guess we're going to have another blood time. We need an athletic trainer out here, and we're going to get that from Zach, our new athletic trainer this year. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and answer our West Prairie Athletic Park trivia question of the match now. So, again, my question is this. Before last year, when was the last time James Buchanan lost the first match of the year? The answer was back in 2018 when the Rockets lost 49-9 at home against York Suburban. Last year, James Buchanan lost by a shutout in the first match against Shippensburg. And that is James Buchanan's next opponent, by the way. James Buchanan will be back in action next Thursday on the road at Shippensburg. Next Thursday night, and West Prairie Mustangs will be at home next Thursday night as well, as West Prairie will host the Boiling Springs Bubblers Youth Wrestling Night. And speaking of youth wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, we have an exciting announcement here regarding our West Prairie Youth Wrestling program. This Sunday is the 2022 Youth Wrestling Pico Tournament. West Prairie, Susquehanna, and Newport all go for a Perry County Championship in youth wrestling, and you can catch that entire tournament live on the official Facebook page of Perry County Sports Talk Zone, or Perry County Talk Sports Zone. So that is something very exciting to watch on Sunday morning at 8 o'clock before the NFL gets underway. And we also have another big announcement on Saturday night. We'll be broadcasting, or I will be broadcasting, I should say. But I'll be broadcasting the 2022 Perry County Girls Basketball Championship game. And you can catch that game also on Facebook, but on the official Facebook page of the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. The tournament is being held on Saturday. The semifinals are actually tomorrow night, but we'll be here for West Prairie Boys Basketball home opener against Halifax. But on Saturday night, starting at 7:30, you can catch the Perry County Girls Basketball Championship game on the official Facebook page of the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Go to facebook.com/WP Golden Pipes for all the latest content, including exclusive broadcasts, with our next one being on Saturday at 7:30 for the 2022 Perry County Girls Basketball Championship game. You do not want to miss that. Take an extended blood timeout here at 160 pounds. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night. We have 3 home openers this week. Last Tuesday was the home opener for West Prairie Girls Basketball as they dominated to a win against Camp Hill this past Tuesday night by a score of 58-28, or 53-23, excuse me. We got West Wrestling home opener here tonight. And tomorrow night we'll have West Prairie Boys Basketball home opener, looking for their first win of the year, as West Prairie Boys Basketball will be right here tomorrow night against Halifax in a non-conference matchup. Back here finally after the second blood timeout, and now Nolan Ziegler doesn't look very happy. As Nolan Ziegler, despite being up 2-0, is wasting valuable time in trying to get this win. And now here comes a tilt here from Ziegler, and Ziegler's got to get some back points on this one. But probably not going to go get a fall right there as he just rolls back over. But Nolan Ziegler, a senior, he went 4-1 in the Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic last week, finishing in 3rd place in a tough tournament hosted by Cumberland Valley every year. And as of right now, as of this very moment, ladies and gentlemen, we only have one undefeated wrestler. And that is the winner of the last matchup. That was Nate Orman. Nate Orman going 1-0, and now looks like this is going to be another blood timeout. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of blood all over Nolan Ziegler's arm. Gotta reset our clock here a little bit. 44 seconds left to go in what has been a very long and, quite frankly, very bloody second period. This is the 3rd blood timeout here. And you gotta be curious of how much time there is left with blood time. So it's definitely coming from Nathan Brake's nose. And now they're just gonna get a big wrap around his nose. Yeah, when this is the 3rd blood timeout, like, you don't want to waste any more time, because if you waste, like, you got 5 minutes of blood time, and if you use all 5 of those minutes, then that's the forfeit. That's 6 points for Nolan Ziegler. And so what they want to do right now is wrap up this Nathan Brake's nose in hopes of no more blood being spilled on the mat. It's just one of those things, man. It's a rough sport. It really is. And believe me, I have seen way worse blood time than this. It's never pretty, but it's just part of the sport, you know. And while we're on the subject here, have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for wrestling or maybe for basketball? Now is your opportunity. Go to PIAA.org to find out how you can become a PIAA official. Again, the website is PIAA.org. You can also go down to Cumberland Valley High School sometime this weekend for the 2022 PIAA Football State Championships. Bishop McDevitt is in the championship game tonight in 4A. And earlier today, I was at this game. I got to witness Steel High, the Steamrollers, winning the state championship in single-A football. Congratulations to the Steamrollers. They beat the District 7 champion out of Pittsburgh, Union High School, by a score of 22-8. Congratulations to the Steelton High Spire Steamrollers, winning their second state championship in program history. So still looking at the blood timeout here. Just wiping off blood of Drake's body here, off the arms and the hands. They got the nose wrapped up very tightly here. So we have a couple of comments that we want to highlight here after this match. Well, actually, we still got plenty of time, so I'm just going to do this now. We're going to highlight some of these comments that we're seeing on the live chat. We got Renee. Renee here saying, you're doing great. Thanks for all you do so we can watch anywhere. I remember a couple weeks ago we were broadcasting on Facebook the Super Bowl, the Midget Football Super Bowl games, and we had a person from Texas watching. And got a warning here on the official start. It really is that, like, I remember one time we had a football game earlier this season. I forget who we were facing, but I got confirmation from the stands that a family from Australia was watching, and I'm like, wow, we're going global today. And that's what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I love what I do. I love what I do here to be the golden pipes of West Bay Athletics. And, yeah, like, I'm not perfect, and I try to be, but it's just, I'm never going to be perfect, especially with technology. You heard that for yourself here earlier today. But we should be good now, as that is the end of the second period. 4-zip here for Nolan Sigler against Nathan Brake from James Buchanan. Our clock ran a little bit early. Gotta reset that. 2 minutes for this third period. Nolan Sigler up by 4. Nolan Sigler on the bottom to start the third period. That's off here for Nathan Brake. Nathan Brake making a name for himself here against a tough opponent in Nolan Sigler. Sigler having a hard time getting out of the stretch of Nathan Brake. Now there's no bandage up, and there's the escape point. 5-0 now for Nolan Sigler. A minute and 9 seconds left to go. And, oh, you got to be kidding me. Another blood timeout here, even with the nose bandage stub. Oh, my goodness. When is enough going to be enough? This is the 4th blood timeout of this match. Even with the nose bandaged up. So take another look at some of the other comments here we see. We see Trisha. Trisha saying, I actually appreciate all your live streams. Thank you so much. You are absolutely welcome. Welcome, Trisha. And we got Karen here. Karen saying, "Yep, sound is back. We can't thank you enough for streaming all these matches." The only thing I wish for is there would be more. Like I wish we had more than 4 home matches. And I would do some of the away games, but it's just doing away matches would be very tricky because we don't know what the Wi-Fi situation is going to be. We don't know what the sound situation is going to be, like technology-wise or Wi-Fi-wise. Pretty much those little things. Plus, I work a second job at Amazon. It's a great job, and but believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we're actually very quiet right now at Amazon. And this is the holiday season. We were very busy last week, but ever since then, it's been pretty downhill. So I was fortunate to get off earlier today and get to see Steel High winning the football state championship, their second state championship in program history. Would have been nice if West Prairie was there. If West Prairie was there tonight, we wouldn't be here at all. Actually, you know what? No, if West Prairie actually was in the state championship for football, they would have been playing on Saturday afternoon, which then we could have went to. But West Prairie football, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, you got to give it up to them. I mean, they had a fantastic season. They had a very tough schedule this year, too. And they did very well. Like, you look at Trinity, they won the district championship. Juliana, they won the district championship. Steel High just won the state championship. Who else? You had Wild Missing. That was the last game of the year for them in the district championship. A very good team. And I was very surprised that Wild Missing lost last week in the semifinals. And there is 1 point, and now a takedown here, and Nolan Slinger just hanging on here. Nolan Slinger says, enough is enough. I'm going for this takedown. I don't want to say anymore. Oh, my goodness, what a throw for Nathan Brake. Probably trying to break Nolan Slinger in half on that throw, but it's 9-2 now, and there's another takedown, 11-2 here. Nolan Slinger trying to get bonus points. He's up by 9 right now. He's got 30 seconds to work with, and he's got that break up again. Man, that was a quick turnaround after that 4th blood timeout. It's actually amazing how this match is still going. 10 seconds left to go here in the third and final period. Nolan Slinger up by 8. And there's a takedown for good measure. And it's not going to be a win by fall, but it is going to be a major decision victory for Nolan Slinger. 13-3. And finally, the match is over. 160 pounds in the books. And now we move to 172 pounds. And with the way our roster has been changing a little bit, we have a new wrestler here. And oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, this is history in the making right here. Right here in this moment. We have our first female wrestler hitting the home mat for the first time in program history. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. We do not have a name for her just yet, but our first female wrestler in program history to take the mat at home in a varsity matchup. And now we got some confusion here over at the scores table to my left. And we don't know who is wrestling for James Buchanan here at 172 pounds.
At 172 pounds, Luke Strelick for James Buchanan versus Marty Morrison for West Prairie.
So it's Marty Morrison. Marty Morrison, the first female wrestler in West Prairie history to take the home mat in a varsity matchup. And here is Marty Morrison going out for a win by fall. He's got Strelick on his back. This is going to be history in the making right here. And there's the win. Marty Morrison just made history. And she gets the win by fall in 1 minute and 28 seconds. Marty Morrison, 29 seconds win by fall. I think we now have a wrestler of the match right now. So now we go to 189 pounds.
189 pounds. Austin Miller for Jamie Buchanan versus Quade Bowden for the Mustangs.
So Austin Miller here for Mustangs against Quade Bowden. Quade Bowden, the son of West Prairie head football coach Bob Bowden, who is in the stands here. He's actually on the sidelines here cheering on. He's on the team bench. And Quade Bowden very quickly going for the fall against Austin Miller. Quade Bowden went 2-2. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, that win for Marty Morrison is the first of her career. It was her first career match as a varsity wrestler. And she did in dramatic fashion. So that's just history for you right there, ladies and gentlemen. Zach Kell is about to get his first win as the head coach, and Marty Morrison just became the first woman to get a win by fall on the home mat. I mean, that's just unbelievable. Who says girls can't wrestle? Well, Marty Morrison just proved that statement wrong. So now we got Quade Bowden here. Quade Bowden had a good run in the district championships last year. He did not qualify for regionals, but Quade Bowden, I take that back. Quade Bowden actually did qualify for the regional championships last year, but did not qualify for the states. Quade Bowden has a face mask on. I don't know what the purpose of that is. Probably something wrong with his face. But Quade Bowden up 5-1 now in the first. I still can't get over Marty Morrison. This became the first woman to get a win on the home mat. There's a 2-point takedown for Quade Bowden. Now with the inside cradle here. And Quade Bowden gets the win. 1 minute and 47 seconds. Quade Bowden gets the win by fall. Makes it 46-0. Beautiful cradle there by Quade Bowden. Quade Bowden now going 3-2 on the year. And now we go to 215 pounds. Only 5-4. Actually, this is the second to last match of the night because we still got 107, 114, 121 pounds. But each of those wrestlers is going to get a forfeit. So we pretty much only got 2 more matches left. So this is Matt Rhodes here for the Mustangs taking on Clayton Gearholt. And here is Rhodes. Rhodes getting the half nut, getting that armbar up in the air. Looking for quick work. And there's the win by fall. 28 seconds.
Win by fall, Rhodes.
Great sportsmanship between these two programs. And this is pretty much the last match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. 285 pounds. And it's got to be Anthony D'Angelo, a senior for the Mustangs.
At 285 pounds, Ryan Spencer for James Buchanan versus Anthony D'Angelo for West Perry.
There we go, 285 pounds. Pretty much the last match of the night because the next 3 matches, the final 3 matches of the night, will result in a forfeit for the West Prairie Mustangs. And West Prairie can get a shutout victory here with a win by Anthony D'Angelo. D'Angelo, a senior this year, wrestling at 285 pounds against Ryland Spencer. Ryan Spencer, this is his first match of the year. Did not participate in the Big Cap Brawl last week. Actually forgot to start a clock here. And there's D'Angelo getting the takedown, and he's got Spencer on his back. This is big for the Mustangs if D'Angelo can get a hold of it. But Ron and Spencer able to roll back over to his belly, and again, we thank you everyone for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel. 49 seconds left to go in the first period, and Anthony D'Angelo for West Prairie is up 5-0. West Prairie already getting the win here tonight. And here is D'Angelo. Go for a half now. See, he's driving forward. He's got to get Spencer on his back, and he will get the win by fall. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Makes it 58 sip. And hold on to everything. James Buchanan actually has a wrestler warming up for this next matchup. We thought Ethan Ray was going to go a forfeit here, but it looks like James Buchanan is sending somebody out. So this is going to be the last match of the night. 107 pounds.
At 107 pounds, Jeremiah Barnhart for James Buchanan versus Ethan Ray for West Prairie.
So Ethan Ray, 107-pounder for the Mustangs. Remember, a year ago, West Prairie didn't have a young wrestler to get a 107-pounder, but now West Prairie has him in Ethan Ray. Ethan Ray, the younger brother of Adam Ray. And he's taking on Jeremiah Barnhart, and he quickly gets a 2-point takedown. Ethan Ray, freshman this year. Great go for the half now. See, he's driving forward. And there's Ray, and Ray's going to end the night here with a win by fall.
Winner by fall, West Prairie's Ethan Ray.
Ethan Ray, 43 seconds. Win by fall. And, yep, this is going to wrap up the night here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a forfeit for Ashton Lay. This is going to be his first win of the year. It's going to be by forfeit. And nope, James Buchanan is lining up, so this will be a forfeit at 114 pounds. And then 121 pounds. A lot of people were excited to see Jackson Rush wrestle, but it looks like he's going to get a forfeit as well. And that is going to wrap up the night here for West Prairie High School. West Prairie getting a 76-0 win here against James Buchanan. The Mustangs with a statement here tonight. That was our last bout at 121 pounds, and 76-0 is the final against the James Buchanan Rockets. The Mustangs start the year 1-0, and it's career win number 1 for West Prairie head coach Zach Kell, one of the best wrestlers in program history. He had over 100 wins as a wrestler here at West Prairie High School, but now he gets his first win as the head coach. A big moment for the West Prairie Mustangs. And their head coach, Zachary Kell. A long time coming. That's win number 1. our West Prairie Wrestler of the Match. It's a no-brainer. I mean, we got a lot of falls. We had a major decision by Nolan Sigler. But in the end, we could only choose one, and it's a no-brainer, ladies and gentlemen. Our West Prairie Wrestler of the Match is at 172 pounds, Marty Morrison, becoming the first female wrestler to have a match at home in a varsity matchup, and she also got the first win by fall by a woman in a varsity matchup. Women's wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, is truly on the rise, and Marty Morrison just proved that women's wrestling, it's coming. PIAA hasn't yet sanctioned women's wrestling yet, but it is coming, ladies and gentlemen, and we are so excited for that. Marty Morrison, our West Prairie Wrestler of the Match. That's going to do it for us here. West Prairie goes to 1-0. James Buchanan falls to 0-1. Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. Next time out for both teams, Chase Buchanan will be on the road again next Thursday night when they take on Shippensburg at Shippensburg High School to take on the Greyhounds at 7 o'clock. And for the West Prairie Mustangs, next Thursday night is the big one, ladies and gentlemen. Don't have any plans on Thursday night? Come down here to West Prairie High School, and we do have a request. We want to make this broadcast next Thursday night the biggest broadcast in program history, in the history of West Prairie Broadcasting. We want 1,000 live viewers for next Thursday night. Spread the word, ladies and gentlemen. Go on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Go to work and tell everyone, hey, we want 1,000 viewers for this matchup. It's a huge one. Remember last year when West Prairie got their big win, their first ever win against Cumberland Valley at home? Well, we need that next Thursday against Boiling Springs if we want to beat the Bubblers for the first time in program history. Next Thursday night. Spread the word. If you can be here, be here. If you can't, spread the word. Tune in right here on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel. We want 1,000 live viewers. We want 1,000 people here, and we want 1,000 people online. So please spread the word for that. It should be an exciting one. Next Thursday night, West Prairie's next home match against the Boiling Springs Bubblers. Our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel will be tomorrow night, as we'll have the home opener for West Prairie Boys Basketball, as West Prairie Boys Basketball Mustangs will look for their first win of the year in a non-conference matchup against Halifax. That game will start at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. That's going to do it for us here at West Prairie High School. On behalf of our Elect Director Ryan Anderson, our public address announcer Brent Anderson, our high school principal, Chris Ron, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long from West Prairie High School. This has been a presentation of West Prairie Wrestling against James Buchanan, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. Your final score of this one, West Prairie wins it 76-0. Good night, everybody.